Hi.
Hello. I am London.
I am Kristen, excuse my feet.
Oh.
We are KNL Fibers, and this is our
My third podcast, guys. 3.
podcast. So it was a little delayed. We were gonna originally podcast on, I think it was July 6th. Because I went out of town for 2 weeks, and then we were gonna podcast the day I came back or the day after. But my mom passed away at the beginning of the month, so that didn't happen. But lots of things have happened in the last month.
Yes.
I had my birthday.
I had my birthday.
My dogs were sick for like 2 weeks. I had COVID both in May and in July, which is insane.
Luck of the draw, my friend.
Right?
Luck of the draw.
We had our 1-year shop anniversary that we didn't even notice happen until recently.
Yeah, we just remembered that. We're like, oh yeah, we've done this. It's a year now, so that's super exciting.
What else has happened? We went to go see Twisters.
We went and saw Twisters.
It was a good movie.
It was very good.
Lots of like very interesting, like, I don't like. Is it like the background? Like, you know what I mean? Like the cinematography.
It was a very pretty movie.
Yeah.
As well, and destructive, of course.
Well, yeah, and then the actors don't hurt at all, so
they just made it a little better.
But yeah, other than that, mostly just like hanging out inside because it's been hot and we've hit monsoon season, so
Flash floods, all the funness. I realized that my street floods.
Yep.
Yeah, except for my driveway is up a little bit, so like at
Yep.
least my car's not getting like sitting in the flood.
Yeah.
But the whole street, like when it gets really bad, is completely flooded.
Right. So and then like lots of thunder happening, and then like some weird humidity. I wouldn't say it's like the south humidity, but it's still like at least 20 to like maybe 50 or 60% some days. So it's like
A lot for us.
it's a fun part of the year, but it's also like not so fun.
Yeah, I cannot wait for give it like 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll start to cool down again.
Yeah.
And we're going into spooky season.
We are, and my husband's favorite part of the year, which is PSL season. He is a basic pumpkin spice bitch, and here we are.
Yes.
But that will be nice. I don't think anything else has been happening recently. Been getting to the swing of things with my job when I've been there because lots of stuff going on.
Yes.
Did want to bring up, so there is I think it's nationwide. I don't know if it's a worldwide organization, but it's called the Loose Threads Project. And so they are people who've donated their time because they work with certain crafts like cross stitch or knitting or crochet, and they'll get matched to people. So if you have a loved one who did any of those crafts and they left projects unfinished, you can get matched to someone and they can finish it for you.
It's very cool.
Right? So I was matched up with someone. She actually lives in my neck of the woods. And my mom had a cross stitch that she didn't finish, and I met with her this week, and she took it, and she's going to be finishing it for me, which is very nice.
That's awesome.
Very appreciative.
So also, if you have the time, you should volunteer, because that's an amazing thing to do for somebody.
Yeah. Well, and I even thought about like with knitting and stuff, but I don't know if I'm to that experience level yet where I could pick up someone else's project to try to finish it for them.
Yeah. I definitely know I could not do that with knitting. I'm still working out my own kinks there.
Sorry, I have hair everywhere. I washed my hair today. I shower most days, but I washed my hair today. So if you see me picking hair off, it's because
you're shedding
everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely something to keep in mind because I feel like it was just also really convenient that that person lives in the same area as me. I don't have to ship anything.
Mm-hmm.
I can meet them. She brought a project with her so I could kind of see her work. It was like a snowman on like this really fine linen fabric, which was gorgeous. So I felt very comfortable like giving her something that wasn't finished yet for her to finish. So that'll be cool. I'll definitely keep them in mind for like when I get more comfortable with knitting.
Yeah.
Maybe crochet.
I know. I'm not a huge fan of crochet anymore. I've been working on a crochet blanket with Bernay blanket yarn.
Yep.
For about 2 years now. I am about half a skein away from being done with this throw.
Mm-hmm.
And I am very excited just to be done with it. I can't work on it in the summer. It's too hot. Have a whole blanket on you. Too hot.
I just realized that I have, like, I don't know where my sweater's. Oh, I bet you it's in the other room.
Oh.
Okay. I'll be right back. Do you have anything else going on?
Just wedding planning. Getting married in December, so dealing with that. And finishing school. I'm in 2 classes left to finish my bachelor's degree. And I'll be done with that. Thank God. But yeah, other than that, it's just been planning a wedding. That's been a lot of my time.
I was wrong.
Okay.
It is missing. It's somewhere unknown to the world. Whoopsie. Sure, I'll find it. Okay, so knitting stuff. I don't have any finished objects.
I take forever to finish an object, so I still have no finished objects.
We have some in progress. So I have my autumn ling pullover that I showed last time. I did get pretty decently far on it. I've finished the body. I've done the ribbing on the bottom, so it's a split hem. So I did that in like that pumpkin orange color, and then I've picked up the stitches around the collar and started knitting that. So I'm hopefully gonna finish it rather quickly. I still have sleeves to do after this, but sleeves go pretty fast because it's a small circumference. But I also have to find it. I don't know where it went. I think the last time I saw it was before my trip, so
it wasn't in your office.
It was not in my office. It might be in my car, though I try really hard not to leave projects in the car because I'm concerned about the heat and the needles.
Yeah.
Well, and the cord. But I'll find it and I'll finish it.
Then you'll have a finished one to show.
Right? I do have, so I went on a trip for 9 days with my husband. We went up to Alaska for a wedding. And then, like, we were on the coast, like the southern coast of Alaska. So we went for that wedding, and then we went down to Washington State and stayed with some friends for a couple of days. But while I was there, I was obsessively knitting on the sock. So I cast it on when I got there, did top down, 64 stitches. I did a slip stitch heel, and then went down to the toe and did like a standard decreases for the toe. The purple for the heels and the toes is like a sparkly. And this was a kit from, let's see if I still have the ball band. That would be great right here. Oh, yep. So Grocery Girls did a collaboration with Scrumptious Pearl. So this is her Stripe Me Up, and it's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 400 yards for 100 grams. And it's called That's What She Said was the kit name. And it came on the ball, like, which is amazing whenever I get it in the gobstopper type shape, because the dyer or someone close to them sat there and wound this. Which is a lot more patience than I have. Yeah. And then this is the little purple it came with. It has some shimmer to it. I don't know if you can like super see that. You're gonna see our faces. It's not gonna zoom in, but it's very pretty. I am partway through the second one, so I did the cuff and I've started down the top part of it. I think these are 1.5 inch needles. Yeah, 1.5. They're 2.5 millimeter, which is like my standard for socks. And I knit how I felt, okay? I was in the middle of we were traveling, and my mom had been put into an assisted living facility and kind of on travels, but not fully there mentally because I was just like waiting for the possibility of a phone call. So, they're not my best socks. I am trying to repeat the second sock the same way as the first one was, so I'm just kind of like counting rows or going based off of colors. Because I did notice that I got them pretty close. I did notice that like I did the ribbing and then I did like a round or two of like normal knitting and then I did like a knit purl half round. I don't know why, but I did. And then I noticed on the second needle that I didn't do that on the other side. So it's special.
Character.
Does add character. And a lot of people in Alaska like kept coming by me and they're like, oh, how far are you on your sock? So it became this thing to be like, oh, well, where's Kristen? She's probably knitting in a corner.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, which is fine because we do what we need to.
Mm-hmm. Does it fit?
I haven't tried it.
Okay. So wait till you finish the other one. Then
I guess I could try this one. But okay, so here's the thing. So we know that the top isn't going to fit because I have big thighs or I have big calves. Just all over big. But I think I can get the heel. You know, maybe they're not for me.
Hey, they're
not for me.
They're not for you, but they're still very cute.
Right? And I also, think of it this way. So I have socks that I could gift to someone at some point if I find someone who has feet that this fits. I did hold up my socks to it before I did the heel.
Okay.
So I kind of got the length from that because I didn't bring a tape measure with me or a sock ruler because, you know, that would be too much forethought into the fact that the only thing I brought with me was sock knitting. But I also, when I picked up this and I was going to take it, I wasn't going to do like a full leg. I was going to do shorties, which I know fit me because the full leg, I've never knit a full leg sock that fits right, that I can get on right, and that fits comfortably.
Yeah, that would be my thing, is why I've looked at doing shorties as well, is because I'm like, I got big old calves, so
Yeah.
it's gonna go like this.
So I don't know. I'll keep it. I'll finish the other one because for me, I'm a process knitter. I do get excited when I finish projects, but the joy in knitting is the process.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that. If anything, you know, I have a niece that maybe in like 10 years they might be her. She's like a year and a half ish. Right now, so they definitely won't fit her now, but maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll have friends that have smaller feet than me. I don't know. Smaller calves. Is that a weird question to be like, what size are your calves?
No, because like you couldn't give those to me. My calf is huge.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and you wear.
I have a bigger foot than you do.
Yeah, I wear a size 7.5.
I wear a size 9.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Is he making bacon?
I know. Does it smell like he's cleaning something or eating something? My husband's downstairs with the dogs.
It smells like he's making bacon.
Yeah, and it smells like he's like cooking bacon, or you know, maybe he's doing like the
seasoning the cast iron.
Grilled spam.
Ew.
I don't know. It's not my cup of tea.
Not mine either.
But yeah, so I got one sock done on my 9-day trip, and then part of one I've been working on at work. So, which is also like basically my car knitting.
Yeah.
Because it's easy and I don't have to think about it.
And you're a passenger princess.
I am a passenger princess. And this is in my puff stitch bag. I absolutely love her shop.
It's so cute.
It
You
has
have
like
another
a
one,
little,
right?
yeah, it has like a little handle on it. It's a drawstring. It has a little pocket inside that you could just slide things into. And then her bottoms are all waxed canvas, which makes me even happier. So I don't have to worry about like setting it on a table or anything like that. She comes out with cute like holiday ones. But yeah, that's all my current works in progress.
I have 2 works in progress
Okay.
that I brought with me. One is the slouchy hat that I have been working on for freaking ever, it seems like.
Right?
So I'd say I'm almost to the part where I can start decreases,
Okay.
which I've never done before.
We'll work on it.
So expect a phone call.
They're really easy.
So yeah, so I have that. So I'm excited to hopefully start to actually finish this.
And that's the Sockhead Slot Chat by Kelly McClure.
Yes.
And that's
So-
in our yarn.
Yes, this is in our yarn. It is Galaxy.
It's pretty.
It's got some sparkles. It's fun.
I wonder if I like block our faces, if it'll.
Zoom in. I'm trying here.
I don't know.
But yeah, so it's
This is
quite a
it.
bit of ribbing, which was death to do.
Yes.
But overall, happy with it.
Right.
Loose, very knit very loose.
Loosely.
Jeez.
Words
Words
are
are
hard.
So yeah, I keep that. This one is constantly in. It's
And
Neil runs through it. So it has this in here, and then it always has this in here, so I can measure
Yep.
where I'm at.
Yep.
And figure out what needs to happen next.
Things that Kristen didn't take with her on her trip.
Yes. Well, I mean, you did take a lot of other things too.
We did. Oh,
Heads up, there's smoke in the entryway. The alarm may
We-
sound.
we have smart smoke detectors. And when you're cooking with cast iron, smoke happens.
Yes.
So the alarm probably won't sound because we can turn off the alert on our phones.
Heads up, there's smoke in the entryway. The alarm may sound. It's going to be loud.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Can I pause?